What's going on, YouTube? Level 100 Agron here with some more Darksouls Pvp. So, I wanted to kind of talk about the sort of direction I was going to take this whole series. And if you didn't know what that guy's doing, at least that's what I think he's doing. You get invaders like that all the time. They're little fuckers that invade you and then just AFK and hope that you get invaded by somebody else, and then die while they're in there so they get free souls. It's really fucking stupid, and I don't really know why why From Software hasn't done something to kind of weed those kind of players out. But anyway, so the kind of direction that I wanted to take with this PvP series is basically I want to kind of focus on the sort of underrated, underused items, and this is a little embarrassing. This Phantom is watching me sit here and get my dick beat by this fucking tree fall, I think is what they're called. All I know is, need bean pole. So, as I was saying, I want to kind of focus on, the sort of underrated weapons on Dark Souls that are kind of there, that nobody really knows are there. I mean, like, I was using the Dragon Bone Fist for like a good 4 hours, and I had like 4 or 5 people message me and just ask me what it was because they had never seen it before. And like, it's a little upsetting because the Dragon Bone Fist is cool as fuck. It's just, it's not very good. It's got a terrible range. The R2 is awesome, and I was really annoyed because, my Wrath of God didn't knock him down because he parried right when it hit, so it just dealt the magic damage as if he were blocking. I was gonna try and hit him with an R2 uppercut on his wake up, which is fucking badass because it looks like a fucking Shoryuken uppercut. Yeah. We trade. Dragon Bone Fist, not that great. I really don't suggest it. It's terrible. These are assorted matches from my Dragonoid Faith user. The first two are, no, first 2 or 4, I don't remember how many there were, are, my Strength Faith build, and then the ones after that are my Dragonoid Strength Dex Faith, Power Within build, where you just try and one-shot people with a great club because of its fucking ridiculous, strength scaling. But anyway, the other one is my Dex Intellect build that I did last video. So, yeah, it's assorted. But anyway, back to the whole focus. I tend to ramble and get off topic a lot. I want to kind of showcase the underrated, underappreciated weapons on Dark Souls. You know, the stuff that you never see any players fucking use. Like I was saying, when fucking players message you and ask what the fuck weapon are you using because it's just never made because nobody cares about it because it's terrible, like, that's not good. You're doing something wrong with the game. By the way, this thing has a fuck ton of damage. I love this axe. Another underrated weapon that people should really consider using more. Just because it's slow doesn't mean it won't fuck you shit up. The thing does like 900 damage. I got 2-shot this guy. Anyway. But yeah, just like, I mean, I haven't seen Avalon until just recently. I was using Dragon Bone Fist, some claws. I don't really see any claw users. I don't really see any Avalon users, hardly. everybody uses the Balder Swag Sword, but I just use that because I like the moveset on it. I don't really use it for any particular advantage. It's got a decent dead angle, and if you don't know what a dead angle is, it's when you hit around their shield while they're blocking, just barely, with like barely out of not barely out of, but barely within range of your weapon, to the point where it just negates the fact that they're blocking and deals the damage to you. Which, dead angles are an important thing that you need to know. You need to know your weapon's dead angles. And, actually, the DemonGreataxe does have a decent dead angle. Really weird that it does. I kept this one just because I thought it was, impressive that I even killed him. I was fairly certain I was gonna die. He was lagging really bad. I couldn't even, like, look at that. He's standing there for a long time and he just teleported over there. I have no clue what it even looked like for him getting hit by some of my stuff. But, oh well. I mean, I ended up killing him. So, and it was just kind of like I was trying to rapid dodge to kind of feel out where he was at on my screen. Because he was just teleporting everywhere, so I was kind of just winging it, hoping I could flip him and then hit him with the axe afterwards. Yeah. But, speaking of which, gold pine resin, charcoal pine resin, and I don't know what the other one is, poison pine resin or something, are severely underrated. I really suggest them if you're going for a Dragonoid max damage build, because you don't get Darksouls Blade until 10 Souvenirs of Reprisal, so if you're good to be build, you can definitely get them pretty quick. It took me a little while on this guy because I'm not used to playing such a brute force sort of playstyle, so it was a little foreign to me, but oh well. Yeah. Anyway, it was just a little odd. If you're using a Dragonoid PvP build, I really do suggest the Pine Resonance and you get a weapon enchantment. It just increases your damage that much more, giving you more of that one-shot potential that you're shooting for. By the way, it's just a little observation that I've been having lately. It seems like Dark Souls is a little overpopulated with these faggots running around with, you know, claymores, whatever weapon has got the claymore moveset, has stunlock potential, and Black Knight great axes, stupid shit like that, and are just running in a PvP completely fucking shit up, and not fucking shit up in the sense that they're doing well, fucking shit up in the sense that they're kind of fucking the game up. They're making it bad. They're making it difficult to play. They're causing a lot of my odd weapon PvP matches to be completely pointless because there are just some weapons that if you match them up with others, you've got no chance of winning. Like, let's be realistic here. You're not going to be going and winning with claws against, you know, a claymore or something, or like an experienced player who's using like a claymore or something because, you know, it's a claymore. A claymore has got one of the easiest simplistic movesets in the game. It's got a good range. I mean, not one to complain about it and everything, but you know, it's just like, claws are terrible. I wasn't scaling mine with dex, even though I have 40 dex on this build. The build that I'm using claws with, I scaled mine with lightning just because I think it was doing more damage with the lightning than it was without. And, you know, that's just not the way I look at it. And, you know, I'm not trying to fish with X-Abs on this guy, by the way. I keep my point down just because turtling, pay the price. This guy was a fucker too. This is the kind of shit that I'm talking about. Just the kind of players that they're online with Havel's armor, they're abusing that stupid sliding Black Knight halberd bullshit. You know, they're ganking you the second you spawn up in their world. You see, he's trying to fucking stun lock. He's trying to heal in battle, like... And I get him in Anne Orlando and everything, but when your world is black like that after you either attack the princess or... no, only when you attack the princess. Your world can't go black if you killed Lord Gwendolyn. Yeah. I get that when it's black like that, you know, you have to kind of expect gankers, and it's a little fucking obnoxious because I ran into just a ton of I ran into fucking one set of specific gankers that were seriously the worst fucking players I've ever played before. They would sit around when I would spawn in, and they both used generic fucking new player, terrible player weapons. See, that's the power of this fucking build. A 2-shot, 800 damage and 694. That's a lot. I'm bad at math. I think it's like 1300, 1400. I'm not gonna add it up in my head, but you know, that's a lot. Anyway, I was invading their world, and I'd spawn in, and they'd just immediately start slinging in with the Black Knight Greataxe. I'd separate one of them for a couple seconds, and then the other one would run up and backstab me. I'd invade again, I'd catch one in a stun lock, and start beating the shit out of him, and the other guy would just heal him back to full, and it's just like, you're not even doing that for souls or humanity or anything like that at that point. You're doing that to be a dickhead and detract from the PvP experience in Anne Orlando. And that's why nobody goes to Anne Orlando and everybody goes to Undead Bird, because, well, Undead Bird just outright has the best PvP in the game. You're less likely to get ganked at Undead Bird, other than by a player who's actually trying to make it through Undead Bird and beat the boss for Undead Bird than you are for a player who's actually there intending to PvP. You know, so it's just some stuff I've noticed. Just the obvious facts. You use a Mask of the Father in a flip ring, you're a fucking CD cunt, and you can die. Like, a family mask. That's very original of you, man. You should maybe post a couple of videos of your very original build that nobody has ever seen online before. You know, like, what's the point in PvPing with all these super fucking serious builds that are just focused on these retarded good stats if you're not having any fun? Like, what's the point? There's no tournaments. I don't think Dark Souls has any PvP tournaments. Like, why play these stupid builds that are just like 500 defense and 300 increased carry weight with the backflip ring if there's no such thing as like a tournament or anything like that? Like, I can understand if you're in a tournament setting or anything like that and you're using those, but like you're removing all the fun from the game when you just use a retarded serious build like that. Like, how much fun could you possibly be having when you're doing something like that? I don't know, just personal speculation on like that kind of stuff. I'm personally not a fan. I think it's a little stupid, but you know, to each their own. You want to play like a CD cunt, more power to you, I guess. I'm not gonna judge. I'll probably send you aggressive, angry hate mail about how much of a faggot I think you are, but, you know, what can I do? Words are only words. You're killing me, I guess. Whatever you're doing is working. Despite how much of a faggot you're looking like when you're killing me. But, oh well. So yeah, and now we transitioned into my, my Dex Intellect build from the first series that I made. Yeah, I will, I can, show a little clip of what the equipment my build is using at the start of each match, or I can leave a little, you know, text description of all the equipment they're using, because I obviously know off the top of my head what all my, characters are wearing. So, I can do that if people are curious about some of the stuff they're using. I still need to work on getting my, this build's, endurance high enough to where I don't need that fucking flip ring anymore, because, like I said, I really don't like that fucking ring. I think the animation looks like shit now. It just, yeah, I don't know. I just didn't become a fan of it, really. I liked it a lot for a while, but, you know, you kind of lose attachment to things over time. Oh well. I feel like that was a bad choice on his part. I don't think he knew that I had sorcery, but still, it's never a good idea when you're in Undead Berg to just try and drop a fucking, whatever it's called, fire eruption, something like that. Just in the middle, out in the open, because, let's be realistic here, you're more than likely going to get hit by something. There's no way that they're going to just let you get away with that. I think that, Firestorm, that's what it was. I think Firestorm's, a little better suited for, being chased by multiple gankers. And, I might make a anti-ganker build and go to Anor or, Demon Ruins. And, you know, search for gankers and fuck them with it. But who knows? Consider doing some assorted cause PvP as well, you know. Ricard, the Demon Prince, I think is his name, in the Sense Fortress, dressing up like him and invading, or dressing up like him and letting people invade me, and then when they come to find me, backstabbing them or something and trying to one-shot them, and then, you know, going from there, but who knows. I will for certain do some Shiva cause PvP just because it's really fucking fun. You dress up like Shiva, stand where he normally would be, and then when forest fuckers run up on you to try and find somebody, you backstab them. You know, it's pretty fucking funny. I used to do it all the time. Yeah, so you can expect some of that eventually. Not sure when. I need to definitely get some of my other builds that I've had ideas for going. And normally I don't condone fishing for backstabs like most of these fucking cunts that PvP on Dark Souls do nowadays. But you leave yourself open and I dodge it like that. Like, you deserve to capitalize on a backstab at that point. But oh well. I'm dead, I got the souls, he's dead. I'm dead. I'm dead, he's not. Huh. Oh, God. Brain fucking fart. Brain diarrhea, rather. Oh well. So, anyway, gonna pick up Dead or Alive 5 or Persona 4 sometime this week. I get paid on the 20th, so super hyped to get paid, get some new games going, because, video games are fucking awesome. See, this is the kind of shit that I'm talking about. Like, just fucking washing pole you're just enchanting it and then just swinging as much as you can with no real direction in mind, just hoping that your right bumper spam maybe hits, you know, like what the fuck kind of thought process is that? The only thing that could be going through his head when he's doing that is he's hoping to luck out and catch one stun lock. And that's the exact kind of shit that I'm talking about. It's just like, what do players that play now think like? Are they just playing to get souls? Are they playing to get indictment? Are they playing to be douchebags? Like, I know that when I'm playing, I'm just playing because I would like to have a fairly high indictment on the leaderboard because, you know, I like kind of trying to challenge, so to say, the leaderboards to see like how high up I can get. Like Gears of War 3 for a while I was in the top 100 for King of the Hill. Quick match though, not ranked because well, let's be realistic here. If you're playing ranked alone, you're probably gonna get stomped. Soul Calibur, I'm in the top 1000 percentile. I don't really know where up there I am. I haven't looked in a little while. But, you know, I mean, that's kind of nice because there's a lot of players on there. On here, I'm in the couple hundreds, in like the 500, 600 range. Probably not saying much, but oh well. Yeah, so this is the last part of the video. Weird because I've never actually summoned a Black Phantom via Soapstone before. So I figured he'd probably just beat my ass, but well, it was a pretty even fight. Yeah. So I'm still working on this build. This build will be complete pretty soon. Who knows? Probably within the week. Next time I get on PvP with it. That'll be really cool. I'll be happy to finally play some semi-decent PvP. And there you go. There goes the same shit I'm talking about again. The whole right bumper spam that bad players that have Claymore moveset weapons use. I died to this guy, by the way, I believe. So don't expect a last match win. But I'm gonna wrap it up here and let the video play out. So I'm level 100 aggron. Enjoy the rest of the video. Consider liking, disliking, subscribing, or dropping a comment. And I suck dick at this game. Peace out, Girl Scout.